If you're a business owner, marketer, or entrepreneur and you want to create your own video content for your business to help it grow, then keep it locked right here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the final elements you need to consider in order to create great looking video by just using your phone. This is the third part of a YouTube mini-series designed to empower business owners just like you to create your own video content just by using your phone to improve your business's visibility and to connect you and your business with new audiences of potential customers. My name's Jeremy and I'm a video creator and video marketer with 20 plus years experience in UK broadcast TV, and I'm a huge digital marketing geek. My mission is to empower entrepreneurs, business owners and marketers like you to level up your video creation skills to really power your business growth. So tip number 9, keep it steady Eddie. The thing to bear in mind when creating video content for your business is that people will be judging you to a degree on the quality of it. Ultimately, the video content you're going to create is part of your overall marketing material for your business. So therefore, it needs to chime with your brand look and feel. And whilst I'm all about encouraging you to crack on and start creating content for your business, the assumption I'm making is that you've done all your legwork in terms of pre-shoot preparation. You know who your audience are. You know the topics that resonate with them and they're going to find interesting. So you need to be aware that your video content is providing a window into your business, an insight into your values as a company and as people. And as such, you need to make sure you're putting your best foot forward. Even if we're shooting on our phones, it doesn't mean to say that we've got to put any less effort into crafting the content side of the video. Ultimately, the videos that we produce, irrespective of the kit we're using to shoot them on, are all representing our business out there in the world. So that is why we need to invest time in making sure that we research before we record, and then we invest in the kit we need to make the video content we create the very best it can be, even if we're starting in a really lo-fi way. So just as audio is critical, so is making sure that you've got a steady shot. There's nothing that makes a video look unprofessional and slapdash than a wobbly old bit of footage shot on a phone. So the two investments you definitely need to make are for decent audio, as we discussed in the last video, and also something to hold your phone steady whilst you're filming. So that could be either a desktop tripod, a normal tripod, or a selfie stick. A decent tabletop tripod / selfie stick such as the Joby Pro will set you back around £45 or $50. Decent quality full-size tripods tend to start from around £80 or $90, and look for brands like Manfrotto, Benro, Gitzo or Satchler. They are all good quality makes. I'll pop some links to good quality entry-level products in the description below. So tip number 10 is focus. Now, one of the most challenging elements of filming yourself, if you're on your own, is setting your focus. Nothing's more frustrating than filming a load of video content to get it back in the editing software to then realize it's all out of focus. So how do you set your focus if you're on your own and you don't have the benefit of a crew or even a single willing volunteer? The bottom line is you need to have something that you can focus on that can be either a real life stand-in or something that is as roughly as tall as you that you can place in a position that you can then focus upon before you scoot back and take its place once you've pressed record. The exact functionality of how to do this on your phone will obviously vary depending on what type of phone you have, but generally speaking, most phones and filming apps have the ability to focus lock. Most of the time it's a case of tapping on the object on the screen that you want the focus to be locked onto. So the key to this would be to tap on the object that is being you as a stand-in, and then lock focus and then press record. As long as you then stand exactly where your stand-in object was, then you should be in focus. The other thing to make sure is that you're set on an f-stop or aperture setting of around f4 to f5.6. This will just mean that you have a little bit of wiggle room. What you don't want to do is to have a really shallow depth of field, which would be an f2.8 or f1.2, where focus is absolutely critical if you're self-shooting in this way. Before we jump into tip number 11, just a shameless shout out to hit that cheeky little like button if you're getting value from this video, which I really genuinely hope you are. I'd also really encourage you to get involved with our community and subscribe if content like this could help you on your video making journey. Our channel is all about sharing knowledge, experience and pro insights to level up your video production game, to ultimately produce great quality video that will really actually deliver your business ROI. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, please do consider subscribing. Right, tip number 11 is all about background. You really do need to think about the background of your shot before you start recording. You don't want to shoot anywhere with a distracting background. You also want to make sure that where you're shooting makes sense in terms of the content you're shooting and talking about. For example, it would be slightly odd if you were doing a cooking show and you decided to shoot it in a shed. So just make sure that the area you're shooting in actually relates and makes sense in terms of the subject that you're talking about. Also, avoid backgrounds that are busy if they've got lots of distracting movement or they've got strong geometric shapes or lines that are prominent. You always want the focus to be on the speaker in frame. What you don't want is for people to be distracted by things that are going on in the background, or for example the fact that there's a plant or something sticking out the back of someone's head, or maybe the fact that someone's been slightly funny and rearranged the books on the bookshelf behind to spell a rude word. All of these things need to be borne in mind to make sure that your video has the impact it deserves. So to ensure that the viewer's attention is always on the speaker, you need to make sure that there's separation from the background. So if you're shooting against a wall, for example, make sure that there's at least 2 meters separation between the speaker and the wall. Quickly before we jump into tip number 12, I'd really love to hear from you and understand what the roadblocks are to you creating your own video content for your business. What do you find most difficult? Please do let me know in the comments below so I can create content that's focused on helping you on your video making journey. So please do take a second to let me know your thoughts. I would really appreciate it. Right, tip number 12, final checks. If you've gone through the 11 previous tips that we've talked about and you're happy that they've all been thought about, then it's time to press record. But just before you do, there are a few final things that you need to run through that could well trip you up. So make sure that your batteries are all charged and ready to go. Make sure as well that there's nothing interfering with your mic, like if you've got long hair or your clothes, if you've got rustly clothes. And as I mentioned before in a previous video, check that you've got enough memory in your phone for all of the recording you want to do. So with that said, you're ready to record, but before you start feeling the pressure, why not do a couple of practice runs just to make sure you've got everything in order and to relax yourself so you deliver a really great natural performance. I typically record my rehearsals because often they're not that bad, and sometimes really they're frankly slightly better than the real take. So also be kind to yourself. If it takes loads of takes to get the performance you want, then that's absolutely fine. Just realize it will take practice, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Definitely check out the following video, which offers some more practical insights into creating great quality video content for your business. Please do smash the like button if you got value from this video, and definitely subscribe if you like what you saw here. We'd love to welcome you to our community. Listen, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!